Greetings, I'm Lice.
And I am Scandal.
And let's grow a garden together.
Yes.
Let's deal with some social issues together. Let's help Luke with his, are we helping? I don't know.
I don't even know.
Greet Karen and Rachel.
I'm like, I wonder if this is also going to break down.
Dog has appeared.
Hey!
And we've interacted with Dog.
Yay, Dog.
For once. One time we have interacted with Dog. Like, you do know this dog.
Right.
Oh my God.
Hey, girls.
Hi, Luke. Lily, right? That's me. Nice to actually meet you this time. She seems very nice.
She kind of does.
Well, it definitely looks different around here.
Yeah, I knew she was going to get proven right. It's fine.
She did say she liked it the way it was. So here we go.
What did you do to your house? What is that? Oh, I made it for you. Got a slide, a climbing wall. You made me a playground.
It's okay. We're going to put in the fire hose and blast you down this loop-de-loo. You're going to love it.
Sure did.
And
really cute, Dad. Thanks a lot.
I would like it. Okay, this also feels really strange for her because she was just like, I really want to see you. I just really want to interact with my dad. From the last time we've met her, from me, what I would expect is that she would still be in that mode of pleasing him, unless we're implying that essentially mom has verbally shat on dad really aggressively and the kid's trying to support her mom going, yep, dad's never going to be good enough. So either way, I don't like the interpretation. One, I'm suddenly against dad for no reason. Or two, I've been basically turned into a negative space by mom who's going, I just don't feel like he's going to be able to do enough or he won't understand you well. Like, she might not be into this playset thing at all, but I feel like she would give her dad credit.
This is really irritating.
It feels really strange. It feels very forced. It doesn't feel genuine.
Really? We just have to prove how much more Lily understands what's going on when she's the one who goes to go take care of the child when the child runs off. So the two adults who are her
actual parents that know her.
Oh my fucking! I'm still angry about that.
Very weird.
Anything for you, Munchkin? Oh, I have something else for you too. For your birthday. Really?
Okay, that's cool. Why are we still here?
Why are we fucking...
Like, what are we adding to the situation? What is Lily adding to the situation by being here?
Why is Lily here?
Yep. Oh, no, it's got training wheels.
Oh, God.
We're supposed to make him look super freaking tone deaf.
Yep. I'm not stupid! Oh, my God!
You're not paying attention. Well...
Okay, I'm actually kind of insulted.
You would feel like he would research this a little bit, unless we're trying to basically extrapolate that he's panicking so hard that he's just going, I will buy you the thing that dads buy for their kids. I'm not thinking about you as a kid, I'm just thinking about trying to succeed. And what it's trying to basically communicate is an intense level of panicking stress.
Maybe.
Which makes him look more stupid or out of touch.
Part of me kind of wonders,
do that for anyone.
Basically, if again, one of the reasons why Rachel and Luke broke up was because Luke is in some ways much more emotionally immature compared to
what she's looking for.
Yeah.
Or what she would like.
And she was like, no, I am perfectly fine in basically asserting my boundaries and what I am and am not comfortable with. And Luke was just like, well, but that's ridiculous or whatever.
Or, but I get really anxious and I'm very more emotional and you might be more analytical.
Right.
And it's really important for emotional people to learn how to, really emotional people to learn how to express themselves in a way that they can get sort of the connection they need. But sometimes it can be harder because a lot of people don't raise really emotional people that way. When you have a child who's very emotionally expressive, sometimes it can be harder to teach them a lot of language to get them to where they would, need to be able to tell other people sort of what their boundaries are or what's working for them or when they're getting stressed out. A lot of times, like me being super emotional, if I'm getting really stressed, I don't notice it. I just start acting dumb. And then if my good friends, one of them being Scandal here, will be like, you're panicking. You sound like you're freaking out. And sometimes my friend Scandal will be like, okay, I'm super anxious because you're super anxious. It's not always like a level-headed, I can tell you're freaking out. But it is one of those things where we've learned to communicate about it and I can go, okay, this is the behavior I exhibit. Yes, I have now analyzed that my stress level is super high and that I am not doing normal things and let me see what I can do about it. But anyway, I feel like that is the only interpretation I can come up with for why he would have done this, is basically this intense emotional panic of I've been judged unworthy and I need to fix it immediately. What are the things that fix it?
This, though, bothers
Unless
me,
you're
because I feel...
just trying to blindly make him look incompetent and out of touch, which I'd like
And
to
that
think...
he needs a woman to help him. This is, again, where I'm getting uncomfortable.
Are they trying to frame Lily as being more knowledgeable and connected so that she could help him solve his problem of being out of touch? Which is, again, a level of... We've talked about how a lot of the heterosexual relationships we've encountered in dating games or just in app games that have them, that it really feels like the woman is going to fix the man and that's what they bond over and that's romance. And that feels super weird to me, especially against, I'm someone who likes what you would call an equal partner. I like it where we both bring a lot to the table and we both add to each other. And when we make decisions, we make them together. It's not me caretaking and babysitting and teaching the other person all the time. Sharing knowledge, sure, but not constantly going, oh, I know how the social things work, or having them do that for me.
Right?
And I will raise you like a child. In fact, yeah, I'll just not get any more personal there,
It's
but I've had an
fine.
experience reference to that. So,
Ta-da!
Huh.
It's pink. You got me a pink bike for little girls.
yeah,
Sure did! Happy birthday, Munchkin!
you'd think he would be able to detect the emotional experience of his child there. Like, is he masking here, or is he really just supposed to be misting it? I want to know.
I think he's supposed to be missing it. Again, I'm not stupid. Yes, he's stupid. We're supposed to really just
Are we
go...
writing him as though, dude, you're just stupid and Lily will teach you how to not be?
Uh-huh.
Because your first wife couldn't teach you. You were too immature for her to.
But, you
Like,
know,
really?
Lily, the one who is more emotionally damaged and more vulnerable, because Rachel's too much of a hard ass.
Rachel's too put together. She's too mature. You need somebody who's just inherently wise, who's just innocent and yet connected, who's just
a little bit more
like, you know,
softer and squishier.
more like a trope written to fix your life.
Oh, wait.
Mm-hmm. You made a lot of progress. I didn't know if you would.
Yeah, well, I'm motivated, you know?
I haven't mentioned the car yet, and neither have any of the rest of us.
That's fine.
Oh dear. Did that just break this instant? Like, wasn't that together a second ago?
I...
Good. Can you fix that electrical box so it stops throwing sparks?
Oh, yeah, I was just about ready to do that.
Do you have an electrical technician, like, training? I mean, like, electrician training? Okay, so, like, fixing electrical stuff is a lot different than fixing regular stuff, and I know there's some of it that you can do on your own, and I've even, like, replaced, a light socket and a light switch on my own, where you turn off the power on the breaker in a brightly lit room, and then you just plug the two little wires into the back. It's not super hard, but I was super intimidated when I was doing it, because they make electricity sound so dangerous, and electricity is dangerous. And the crews that I knew when I was in manufacturing that handle electricity, it really is like, stand back and don't move, we need to focus.
You know, it reminds me when I was a little kid and my family was doing some remodeling in a house that I lived in when I lived in, Tennessee when I was a little child. There was an exposed socket, and I wanted to, like, I don't really remember exactly what my motivation was, but I remember taking a fork to the socket.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
So if y'all want to know why I'm so...
Now they're trying to go, okay, Rachel went, good job, you did some work. I didn't expect you to do any work, but now let me tear you apart. So again, I'm not going to play her as bitchy because I don't want her to be. I appreciate that she's probably anxious. She's probably stressed. Obviously, they had reasons that they broke up for, and she's probably defensive, but I would like her to be a little bit less of that bitchy stereotype X. So I'm just going to be like, also, your garage is falling apart, and what's in those barrels? They're made of scrap metal, don't you know?
I can't really remember.
Maybe nothing, who knows? Have you thought about getting rid of them, perhaps?
Oh, well, I'm sure thinking about it now.
There we go. In fact, Lily and I have been getting rid of a lot of stuff. You know what? We've actually just been going through the junk bit by bit, trying to decide what I can turn into art and what I can't. You know what? Those barrels make a really good base for art. Or I could just do like a water recycle system. Or, you know, compost could be good. You know what? I might be hanging on to them because they could have so many possible uses. But you got a point. They are a bit unsightly right there.
This is really awkward.
I am super awkward. We're going to repair that. We're going to do this right now. Why is Lily here again? Just watching him while he performs this.
Just gotta rewire this. Usually, my dear, it's usually it's sparking. Turn it off.
You want to first go turn off your power. You also want protective gloves. Like, dude, please.
Oh God.
5 minutes later. I'd be making jokes, but I'm uncomfortable. So you know.
There, no more danger zone.
Is it gonna explode now? Thanks. So I see you were serious about becoming an artist. How's that working out for you?
Was this also one of those things of like,
You wanted to do something financially risky or that took up a lot of your time or that you were having trouble scheduling around and made you less available, and so your passion diverged from the structure I wanted.
I can't tell, like, I think they really are just trying to kind of make make Rachel out to be more of the bad guy here. I want to call her Karen because I feel like they really would want to stick that stereotype on her.
But she's not a white
like,
girl. At least I don't think she's a white girl.
as far as I can tell, for the reading that I have of her, yeah, she does seem to have, she's basically some form of Asian American, if I had to guess. Like, are we really going to do this thing of going like, well, she just went, you're basically unstable and you're the artistic flittery type, and we got together because I thought you were so creative and interesting, but then you were completely fucking unreliable because all artists are really unreliable and it's not real work.
Or
and
maybe.
So the writers are like, you should shut up and not say that. We're doing real work. Look at, we're doing art and technology and...
They are. And the people illustrating this are doing real professional art because this is a job.
And I'm not saying that this doesn't happen. Like, my parents, for example, really have never attached to, particularly my mother, in the fact that I like art. And if you want to know fun things about me, my mother really strongly seems to have a belief, basically, that anybody who really does art, or at least the kind of art that I seem to enjoy doing that she has no connection to at all, is basically for people who are, I don't know.
In therapy, they're either coping or they're differently abled.
Yeah, they're differently abled.
This is the type of thing you give, kids to do. And if adults draw and color, it's because, that's the sort of thing they always do in, like mental care.
Right. Well, and so one of the fun things, for example, like my mom was like, well, we don't know what to give you. And when I told them for like nice gifts that they could potentially give me or things they could give me, they went, okay, cool. And they went and they bought me a coloring book.
Yes, as an adult.
As an adult. Like the
And
adult,
yes.
and I'm not saying adult coloring books are bad, but for me, it was a very thoughtless gift for me
Because
of going
my
like,
friend-
you had asked me, and I gave you things that I was interested in, and you just went, okay.
I gave you a specific list of art things that if you wanted to buy anything, those would be really cool, with a wide range of price options, and going, if you don't want to get any of those, that's fine, you don't need to get anything. And they went, we'll give you a coloring book, and going, I draw the things I color. Anyway, it was an inconsiderate gift, and for me, I find like inconsiderate gift giving to be really offensive. Rather, I'm one of those people that would always rather receive nothing than something I can't use.
Yes.
Like, and I'm never going to be offended ever by receiving nothing, but I will sometimes be emotionally disappointed by receiving something that's thoughtless.
Yes.
And that's not anyone else's job to know, but if someone asks, it's helpful to listen to the answer.
That's actually also something maybe to keep in mind for other people. Sometimes it really is that thing of going like, it is better to receive nothing than be given something that you honestly
have no use for.
Not have any use for, or
and
is
no
not
connection to.
is not basically your experience.
Anyway, it's also possible that when they got together, he was more into normal quote business, into a regular job.
Right.
And then he started discovering his artistic passion, and it started becoming a problem and driving a wedge between them as he tried to work it into his life that he didn't have a scheduling experience.
Which is
for.
exactly, oh, it's great. Quitting my job was the best decision ever. I've never felt so inspired.
Have you had any buyers?
Oh.
Now, she looks very concerned here. Like, maybe she's financially concerned. Like, have you had any buyers?
This feels like
But
a lot
she
of
cut him
conversations,
off.
though, that both you and I have had in relation.
ROI, return on investment.
investment.
If you're going to buy art supplies, you're going to buy paper, you're going to buy paintbrushes, you're going to buy a microphone to record with, when do you get the money back for that? And I've never been really concerned about ROI. I've just been concerned about, can I pay my bills?
It's actually been
And am I comfortable?
one of those funny things is especially come up in conversations about coronavirus times right now, especially with everybody being in quarantine, people going, why would you ever have basically services that are there to pay for artists to continue doing art? Art is useless. Art doesn't do anything. And it's like, okay, stop. What do you think most people are turning to right now in terms of being stuck in quarantine? They're turning to movies, they're turning to books, they're turning to art.
Entertainment.
They're turning to entertainment.
They're
which
turning
can
to
be art.
games, which is art. You cannot have a visual medium without an artist. You cannot have a written medium
Architecture
without an
art.
artist. Unless you're only reading, everyone's reading technical nonfiction. That's not art.
I'm like, if you talk to somebody, I'm sure, who's a technical, like, nonfiction person, they're
They're
like,
gonna be
this is
an
amazing.
art.
This is an art form, being able to make this, like, figuring out how this got to work. I'm a practical engineer, and I got to do all these experiments. This is a type of art. I've always looked at those things as types of art.
So she stopped him while he was talking to interrupt him, to say with this concerned face, have you had any buyers? Which feels strange to me. Like, if she is this soft sort of concerned sort of thing, why did she interrupt him while he was talking?
Feels like my mom. No, not yet.
You should try to find some. Get you some steady income, you know? Also going, where did this house come from? How did he end up here? How the heck did he repair that car?
No shit.
Holy crap. Like, that is wild. Going, you suddenly just have this whole car fixed again. Magically.
Oh, now I remember what's inside the barrels. I should definitely get rid of these.
Bodies.
Oh,
it's
God.
bodies.
It's bodies.
5 minutes
Minutes
later,
later.
I crumpled them into small little bundles and tossed them inside of my trash can.
Okay, no more barrels.
You're just trying to please her so hard. I didn't know you... She is. She's excited about it. I didn't know you had one of these roadsters. I thought you were poor and weren't getting any money for your art. Oh, I'm sorry.
We shouldn't make her a bitch.
Again, I am frustrated with how they're writing the characters right now because I'm not able to relate to them and what they're trying to do. So if suddenly I'm basically in a book that I'm not enjoying right now and going, I'm not sure where to go with it.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna fix it up. Looks
Which
really
you did.
fixed up to me.
Which you actually did. Too bad I already have a car?
Yeah, because she's saying, too bad I already have one, or otherwise I'd get one. I'd get that car.
I'd
buy
get one
that
like
car.
this. Okay, too bad I already have a car. This one's really the only kind of fancy car I like. Yeah.
Are you like supposed to be weird, materialistic, high fashion, like really that kind of, like, air quote bitch character?
I
Like,
don't
woman?
know. Are you supposed to be, are you supposed to be very materialistic? Are we trying to say, look at you, you're very stylish, you're very fashionable. He's trying to, basically romance you with something that has monetary value, and you're going, I'm asking about money. Is that who your character's supposed to be?
Right. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
What do you plan to do with it? Sell it?
You think I should?
Are you using it?
Don't!
Well,
I gotta get the garage fixed up on the way.
It's true, the garage is a mess, and you don't want to fix it with the car in there.
Yeah.
All right, well,
What
and then
the
something else.
ever-living shit
We all
is going
poofed away from it and came back.
Oh, dear.
Hey, Lily. I've just been standing and watching. I'm not, just eavesdropping and hanging out in your private family, encounter. I'm just being neighborly. How are you? Would you mind giving me a little tour of your garden? From over here, it looks like you have a lot of cool designs.
She really like a fashion? Yeah, like
that
fashion
seems wildly non sequitur. Are you into, like, architecture or landscaping or something? Oh, sure. Don't worry. Luke knows what he needs to do. We can leave those two alone for a bit. We can leave the kid with her dad, and hopefully they'll have some quality time. Okay.
There's some level of, like, patronizing in that I didn't quite like, but that's fine. So, Munchkin, want to help out Dad doing daddy stuff? I'm like, are you really super fucking disconnected where you keep calling your kid daddy stuff?
Also going, what was your connection to your kid? Were you, like, basically immersed in work and then in your art all the time? So you've missed the last 3 or 4 years of her life? And she's like, you're my dad, I still adore you, but I'm frustrated because I've been hurt by you a lot?
Right?
Like, what is this relationship here?
Yeah!
Excellent. So he's like, I've got a lot of work to do. And she's like, I just want to spend time with you, which is, again, where I'm going, you seem like, even if you were disappointed by the bike or the play structure, that you'd want to be like, I need to connect with my dad, though, because I'm away from him. That feels very organic child of going, I'm trying to be pleasing to you because, the marriage is broken and I need to fix my parents. Which is sad, but it really does happen. And I'm not saying this is who this character has to be, but I'm super agreeable and supportive now, and 10 seconds ago or 2 pages ago,
right.
I was really like, Dad, what are you even thinking? So is she just different now because her mom's off the screen, and now she doesn't have to make her mom feel like she's on her side judging her dad? Is that the subtext here? Because that's another possible subtext of going, the reason I was being pissy to my dad and judgmental was I was trying to support my mom, and I feel like that's who she is and where she's at, so that she doesn't feel not supported, and now that she's gone, I can support Dad. That is so many things that fell off the bottom of the clipboard.
Wow.
When you write your to-do list so long, it runs right off the clipboard.
I'm having...
All right, well, let's just do the garden tour, shall we? Or do we even have...
I guess, like, we could do... What do you want to do, like, one short thing?
Let's do a short one. Let's just fix the driveway real quick.
Yeah, let's just do that.
What's even wrong with the driveway? I didn't even notice.
Is it the huge holes?
Are there holes in the driveway?
I mean, where the tracks are?
For the tracks.
Maybe I should fix the driveway. Why?
She really is like, I like it like this. Why are you trying to change everything?
Also, though, sometimes for kids, so as far as I've seen, especially in relation to a divorce, there's a lot of resistance to things changing.
Because everything just changed and it sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is then you're not engaging though with what the kid is experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they are a complete person. One of the things we've talked about a lot is basically this level of frustration we have with games like this, where they go, yeah, you know, and then let's just talk about kids as being this weird, stupid, fucking foreign element that just
Out
kind of
over
gets
there.
in the way and is this sort of weird plot thing that you just have to deal with, and is the representation of our love, but also is now the representation of a thing that went super bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate it. Why? Because I care about you, Munchkin. That's why. That driveway is a twisted ankle waiting to happen.
It's the divots.
Yep. You say so, Dad.
You're also not asking what would make Karen happy. Again, there's not a lot of open-ended questions happening here, and that can be very realistic, but it's frustrating to me if we're supposed to be repairing
Part of me
things.
is really thinking, what's going on here is he's
Whoa.
trying to satisfy Rachel more
Not
than
Karen.
and it's going to be pointed out later and going, you're not trying to do this for Karen. You're trying to satisfy Rachel. Stop trying to satisfy
You're trying
Rachel.
to be validated as a man and a partner, not as a dad.
Right?
And I'm like, wow, that isn't just
Whoa.
fix the driveway, that is retile everything. Holy crap. He's also just gonna be there. I'll just do this with my bare hands.
Right?
Wow.
I like that one.
I kind of like the dark one, and I kind of like this one.
I like the darker one.
Let's do the darker
I
one.
like the darker one.
Also, he didn't fix his actual, parking
know!
space. Your parking
There.
space doesn't match, my dude.
Nice and tidy.
Is that
And
tidy?
she's already on her phone.
Yep.
And boring. Maybe it's the fact that,
What?
like her mom's house is super, organized and fancy. And,
Like she said,
again, I'm like,
Mom
she seems
likes
like
it orderly and tidy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly does. Your mom doesn't like messes. I know. We covered that part.
Yeah, no,
And
no,
he's
I
going,
forgot.
let me make it more like your mom likes stuff. And she's like, you're never asking what I like or thinking about what you like.
Right.
Even. All right, so, that's pretty good for one episode.
All right, well, thanks very much then, guys, for joining us. We appreciate you being here. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you want to support us more directly, please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. We got some links down below. And I have been Scandal.
And take care of yourself in these times, the coronavirus and the social distancing. If you have projects to do around your yard and you can safely go outdoors and stay, quarantined in your yard, please feel empowered to do them. And I have been Liz.
And it was great playing with you.
Bye!